Okay, guys, welcome back. So, after battery day, look at what's happening. It's Monday, 28th of September, and we can see a very strong recovery from Tesla. So, on Friday, Tesla went up 5%, and pre-hours today, it's going up 3 to 4%. It reached 4% in a few moments. So, that's a very good sign. If you remember, we bought one share or extra share of Tesla on Friday. And if I recapitulate a little bit what happened before that, basically when Tesla started to fall after battery day, okay, that's a problem with Yahoo Finance. So what I have to do is click then here, 1 minute, and that's working. So now I'm looking at Slack Technologies ticker symbol work. And what happened? When after battery day, Tesla was falling like a rock. I sold 25% of the shares, and I put all that into Slack. Slack at that same time, I mean, like most stocks in the market were falling, and Slack the same, and then started recovering a little bit, and that's what happened since Friday. It went up 1.5% more or less, 1.28 at the moment, pre-hours. Okay, so if we would have sold Slack on Friday, which we had at a point, at one point during the day, we had $150 profit. We could have bought Tesla, and today we would have made around 4% pre-hours if that sustains itself. So that's something to check out. So what am I going to do now? I'm going to click on the 1 minute, go into more detail what's happening with Tesla pre-hours to get an idea of what the day is going to be like. So when Tesla goes up a lot in pre-hours, what does it normally happen to it? Does it fall? Does it go up again? Normally it cools off a little bit, and let's see if we can see some historical data. And that was like a normal day. Here is falling. To be able to get some historical data, I think we're going to have to go in the monthly and see if we can change at least to 4 hours. And okay, let's see if we can change to 1 hour and see. No, still not showing. Okay, we'll put the 5 minutes. No, it doesn't work. Okay, so that's a bummer. And in 15 minutes, okay, we don't really see much, but let's see. We're gonna, here we go. That's better. 15 minutes. We're checking 15 minutes. What happened? Look at this. For example, this day, which was the 21st of September, it might not be a very good day to look at because that's a battery day, and that's something that happened, but in battery day, and that's before battery day, which was high because everyone wanted to get into it. But look at this. Look at what happened. For example, this day is the 11th of September. So far, I cannot recall anything happening, or probably was cooling off because battery day was going to come, but it had a hype in pre-hours, and what happened when it opened? It just fell down. It dropped like a rock directly, and we see something similar here, but the drop was a bit more through the day. And if we look at previous days, here is under the 200 moving average, so it might not be the same case scenario. And so it's difficult to get an insight on that, to have enough information to be able to see what's going to happen today. Obviously, that's just to give some information, some ideas on how to trade it, but it doesn't mean the same thing is going to happen, okay? So here, for example, it went up and then it dropped and then moved sideways, more or less. But from opening time, we can check how much it went down. And as I say, the fact that this day it went down at here, well, actually, if you look at this, it opened here 9:30 and it went down only 2.5%, which is not too much. And then more or less it solidified through the day. And if we check other days, no activity. Yeah, nothing. It's like no activity at all. And here, that's when the split happened, which was similar. I mean, we cannot really look at the split before the split because it's not relevant. I mean, it's a bias in a way because of what's going to happen after. So, yeah, what shall we predict for today? Let's see if we can click on the 5-day, go to the beginning where they're ready, and we're going to see the 1-minute interval to get more accurate information. So far, we saw here a bit of down movement, which closed on green, so that's not bad at all. It shows that there's some bearish momentum, but nothing important, I would say. The tendency seems to continue to be on the up direction, and the moment I saw it was at 4%, might have been at 425. When it hit 425, and also one thing we'll check before opening, which, I mean, we're still 2 hours away from it, but before opening we'll have to check the MACD, also the RSI. At the moment, the RSI is showing that we're reaching the 80 level. So if that happens, we will expect many people selling, and if there's going to be a sell-off, basically it's going to drop. And but that's 2 hours before, so nothing to worry about, and things might change. And at the moment here, we can see that there was a big down from signal and MACD crossing here to here. We can see a big gap between the two lines. You see, this shows the gap. However, I don't see that reflected in the actual stock. And that's a good sign in the way that that was a big drop in the MACD, but not in reality. Therefore, the stock moved mostly sideways all the time with small oscillations up and down. And it didn't really manage to lose value. And that's very important. That means it's, at this moment, it's very strong. Seems to be a lot of demand, a lot of volume going on in pre-hours. I'm talking about, because after hours it was way below, and that was on Friday. But I think since it's a Monday, it's having a lot of strong momentum on the upward direction. It might be that when we open today, we might be able to resist this 4% and not lose it, like most of the times happens, that when you gain a lot of value in pre-hours, then you normally lose it at opening. So how could we cover ourselves? Shall we set a stop loss, for example? if you want. You can set a stop loss in case it happens. Where to set it, at what level, that's a bit difficult to say at the moment. That would be something to check 15 minutes before opening, I would say. But so far I feel pretty bullish about it. And look at the distance between the current position and the 200 moving average. If we check with trend line, okay, the percentual distance, let's say that's the most important, we are at 2% almost, 1.82, which, I mean, it would need to drop 2% in order to cross the 200 moving average. And regarding the 50 moving average, we're at 0.05%, which is not too much. I mean, so far it has been using or bouncing back from the 50 moving average. So that has been the support. If it goes through it, that's when we might start seeing a change in trend. But so far, look at this. So far, here it tested it, it went back up, and the big momentum was at the beginning of pre-hours. So yeah, many people jump in to start buying Tesla, and yeah, so far so good. That's what I can see. I think we'll leave it there. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. And don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just a retail investor like you. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.